Hi everyone, welcome to my Fortune 500 company video presentation. The company I decided to go with on my analysis was Amazon, whose CEO is now Andy Jassy and whose original founder was Jeff Bezos. Just for a little bit of background, Amazon is just one of the largest, most influential companies in the world. And in this presentation, I'm going to be talking about several key areas that highlight Amazon's business strategy, their leadership, their framework, their corporate culture, diversity efforts, and organizational design. I also will discuss their leadership style and their background of Amazon's current CEO, who I mentioned is Andy Jassy, and who has played a major role in the shaping of the company's growth in this direction. Now, as I said before, Amazon was founded by Jeff Bezos in 1994. Now, the company had started as an online bookstore in a makeshift garage in Seattle. Bezos had used his long-term vision, which was focused on growth rather than quick profit. Now, Amazon rapidly expanded into new product categories, and the company now operates in multiple industries beyond retail. These industries include technology, logistics, entertainment, and even AI. Amazon's marketplace sells millions of products globally, and its web service is one of Amazon's most important divisions. Amazon's web division provides cloud services to businesses, governments, and startups, and is also one of the company's most profitable business segments. Amazon has expanded into digital media through Prime Video and also music, and also has products like Alexa and Kindle, which also have expanded its technology presence. It has built one of the world's largest delivery networks, and also it functions as a full global technology ecosystem. This is a wide variety of services that contribute to Amazon's dominance and success. Now on to Amazon's ethics and government. Amazon has a detailed code of conduct that applies to all employees and leaders at every level. Integrity is a major part of Amazon's ethical expectations, and employees must make honest and responsible decisions. All workers must follow laws and company guidelines, and data protection is a major area of ethical responsibility. Amazon emphasizes confidentiality and customer privacy, and employees must avoid conflicts of interest. Financial reporting must be accurate and transparent if made, and Amazon works to prevent corruption and bribery in all nations. The board of directors oversees leadership performance, and independent board members support accountability. Amazon uses audit committees to review financial activities, and ethics training is regularly provided to all employees. Governance structures ensure responsibility and fairness among this company. Onto its organization and structure. Amazon's culture is fast-paced and highly competitive, and is focused strongly on performance and results. Amazon is guided by 16 leadership principles, and these principles shape employee behavior and expectations. Customer obsession, which is the most important principle. Innovation is encouraged at all levels of the company. Employees are pushed to think big and take risks. Data-driven making is required, and employees must use analytics to support decisions. Amazon encourages experiment-based learning. Workers are expected to take ownership of their own work, and high standards are a major part of the culture. Employees must deliver high-quality results very quickly, and the culture can be challenging but also rewarding. This culture helps Amazon maintain global leadership around the world. Now I'll be talking about the diversity and inclusion at Amazon. Now, diversity and inclusion are one of the top core values that are at Amazon, and Amazon strives to create a workforce that represents many backgrounds. The company publishes annual DEI reports daily, and these reports promote transparency while also holding accountability. Now, Amazon's hiring focuses on increasing representation, and women and minority groups are key priorities in that process. Employee resource groups support diverse communities and include Blacks at Amazon, Women at Amazon, and many others. Now, Amazon also supports the LGBTQ community, and Warriors at Amazon supports military benefits. Amazon People with Disabilities promote accessibilities, and employee resource groups offer mentoring and leadership opportunities. All these groups strengthen community and support, and Amazon partners with outside organizations to support DEI, and inclusion is treated as an ongoing effort. Now, Amazon also invests heavily in employee development, and the Career Choice program pays tuition for workers. Employees can study fields inside or outside Amazon, and Amazon supports disability inclusion through workspace accommodations. The company offers mental health resources and support, and leadership diversity is a key area of improvement. Amazon aims to increase representation in management roles, and annual diversity goals guide company-wide progress. Training programs focus on inclusion and equity, and Amazon partners with diverse suppliers and vendors. Company outreach programs support undeserved groups, and Amazon continues working to strengthen representation. The company wants all employees to feel supported while also being valued, and inclusion contributes to Amazon's positive work environment. Now on to Amazon's CEO. Andy Jassy was born in 1968 in New York. He had attended Harvard University for his bachelor's degree in business, and he later earned an MBA from Harvard Business School. Before Amazon, Jassy had worked in marketing roles, and he had gained strong business and leadership experience early on in his career. Jassy had later then joined Amazon in 1997, and Amazon obviously was still a small company at the time. He had worked closely with Jeff Bezos on early business plans, and he had contributed to many marketing and strategic projects. His early work had given him deep insight into Amazon's operations, and he had gained experience across multiple Amazon departments. This early exposure had helped prepare him for senior leadership, and Jassy had built strong skills in strategy and innovation. His background made him a strong fit for future leadership roles, and he has been with Amazon for over 25 years. Jassy had founded AWS, also known as Amazon's Web Services, in 2003. AWS was introduced to cloud computing to millions of people and companies. It later then launched in 2006 and was transformed into Amazon's business model. It became Amazon's most profitable division. AWS supports clients like Netflix, governments, startups, and global firms, and it provides cloud storage, database, AI, and security tools. Jassy had led AWS from a small team to global powerhouse, and it became the global leader in cloud computing. Jassy then gained international recognition for his innovation, and he provided that he could lead large teams and big projects. His success positioned him as Bezos' successor, and he had demonstrated strong technical and strategic skills and remained central to Amazon's global growth. Now, Andy Jassy became Amazon CEO in July of 2021. He succeeded Jeff Bezos and became Amazon's founder. His transition happened during the pandemic, while Amazon was facing supply chain issues and labor shortages. Economic pressures created new challenges, and Jassy prioritized stabilizing Amazon's logistics operations while expanding investments in AI, robotics, and automation. Jassy then continued focusing on innovation and customer satisfaction. He introduced cost restructuring where it was needed, and Jassy addressed unionization efforts and workforce concerns. He worked to balance efficiency with employees' needs, and Jassy maintained Amazon's strong financial performance. His deep knowledge of the company supports his success. He remains focused on long-term strategy and growth, and Jassy is well regarded as a tech and business leader. Now onto his leadership. Jassy's leadership style is transformational. He inspires teams while also bringing big ideas and forward-thinking goals. While encouraging innovation across all departments, Jassy also supports teams taking risks to create new solutions. Customer obsession guides his decision-making, and he expects teams to focus on customer needs first. He balances independence with accountability, and he values collaboration and cross-team communication. Jassy encourages learning from mistakes, and he promotes a bias for action and experimentation. Transformational leadership supports Amazon's growth, and Jassy's approach fits Amazon's fast-paced environment. He focuses on long-term results over short-term wins, and his leadership keeps Amazon competitive and innovative. Also strongly reinforces Amazon's leadership principles, and he expects teams to think big and pursue ambitious projects. He values detailed, data-driven planning, and decisions must be supported by research and metrics. Jassy communicates with calmness and clarity, while also listening carefully to employee and customer feedback. Problem solving is analytical and structured, and he dives deep into details when needed. Jassy balances high expectations with fairness, and he encourages respectful debates during decision making. He also, once a decision is made, teams are expected to commit fully. Jassy is known for being approachable and steady, and his leadership style helps maintain stability. He supports a culture of continuous improvement, and he uses leadership to push innovation on a global scale. Now lastly, Jassy's strengths include strategic clarity and planning. He understands technology, cloud computing, and AI very deeply. His technical background supports informed decision making, and Jassy excels at scaling large operations. His web service success demonstrates his leadership expertise, and Jassy is skilled at crisis management. He navigates challenges with calm and precision, and he leads through economic shifts and industry change. Jassy continues expanding his web service and Amazon's technology initiatives, and he invests into robotics, automation, and machine learning. His leadership maintains Amazon's competitive advantage, and Jassy also focuses on long-term sustainability. He leads with transparency while also leading with accountability. His leadership style supports Amazon's global dominance, and Jassy remains a strong CEO for Amazon's future direction. Now, I think my leadership style is very similar to Andy Jassy's, just in several important ways. Like Andy Jassy, I think I rely on my logical thinking instead of reacting impulsively in various situations. I also approach challenges with a lot of calmness and clarity, which reflects Andy Jassy's steady and his composed leadership with the examples and situations he was putting in. I also focus on long-term goals as well. Just like him, I consider the broader impact of my decisions and like his forward-thinking approach at Amazon. I value collaboration, open communication, and listening to different perspectives, all of which are very highly correlated with Andy Jassy's leadership. I also hold myself and others to high standards, and I encourage others in their creative problem solving, and I believe in a continuous learning and improvement. I easily think that the CEO of Amazon could work at any other company or industry. I think all of what I've talked about and all that he's about, I think from all that his sole purpose is to take or bring the most out of someone or something. And I think, like, say you took him and you put him at like Walmart or Target, I think he could bring those companies just as high, if not maybe even above Amazon. Those companies also exhibit the same qualities that Amazon, and and they also have the same resources and programs that Amazon has as well. But I think it's more of like him being a boss and bringing in his values and what he wants out of his employees, managers, and his leadership. And I think that could help bring up those companies and make the most out of them and make the most profit and get what he wants to get with those companies. Thank you for listening to my presentation.